Hi everybody. So it is the last week, week 15, and our video response for this week is talking about the novel we just read, as well as other documentaries associated with the fast food industry. So our question for the week is, what do you think endures about this topic and the issues he raises? And does this book feel dated to you even 16 years later, or does these concerns and details still apply today and should be something we're aware of? So it definitely still applies today. I'm not going to say I'm the healthiest person because I ate McDonald's yesterday and probably the day before. So I'm not one to criticize something being unhealthy or not right for you. I'm going off of what was said in the book as well as what I've seen in documentaries. So yes, 16 years later, all this stuff still applies. Everything from the added hormones to animals causing, so many issues with animals and making it very unhealthy. And basically the food industry is overtaking it and make it so these animals are basically mass produced, and in order to keep it going, I guess hormones are a way to do that. With food chains being everywhere, unfortunately, we have to have the supply to support all of these fast food chains. And so when the demand's high, places like slaughterhouses are constantly going, killing more and more animals. And, it's very unethical, and it's a horrible way to keep this industry going. Not saying this industry's the greatest, but I'm saying, with something like this, slaughterhouses are unfortunately one of the ways to go about, producing all of this food for these, fast food chains like McDonald's or Subway or anything really. Also, like another classmate mentioned, tourism is a huge part of why there's so many fast food chains everywhere. And again, the supply and demand, it's all about the money. So unethical things unfortunately have to happen in order to raise that amount of money. But it is a huge part of our economy, and I hate to say this, but this money does support our economy. And again, I actually love McDonald's. I know it's unhealthy and not good for you, but it's delicious. So another thing is, there's been a lot more of organic food trends happening. It's kind of to get you in the mindset of eating naturally is better than obviously eating hormones in your meat and all these different things. But this trend is going. Me and my husband actually started this organic trend when we saw it on TV, and that it's, the food's actually a lot better. It is a lot more pricier, unfortunately, personally, in my opinion, it is. You can go to McDonald's and get a burger, fries, and a drink for $5, but then when you want a meal with all organic foods, it comes out to like $30-$40 just to make that meal. So there are pros and cons, but yes, organic food is delicious, and I know it's a healthier way to eat and go about your life. Also, I found something very interesting as I was watching a documentary that in grocery stores, they purposely put the bad food in eye level of the customers. So your eye immediately goes to those Oreos over there, and that's what you're going to get. But when you look up or down, there's a lot of organic cereal bars and all these other organic good stuff for you. But it's when you have bad choices of food at eye level, what are you going to look for? You're going to see that Oreos or candy bar right in your face, and you're going to go for that. And that's what most people do. And that's just a tactic grocery stores and those companies do to sell their product. So again, you have so many different competitors and you have so many things going against you to remain healthy, which, honestly, they're just doing their business, and we should be, if we really wanted to be healthy, we would. I would love to be healthy, but at the same time, I love my cheeseburgers, and I love, going to these fast food places. So, again, to each his own. I know it's a struggle, and I know that's, I've grown up with fast food as, and not an everyday thing, but, a good portion of my life has been eating fast food. That's how Americans are, a lot of us are programmed that way. But, his concerns in this book and all these documentaries out there are extremely relevant, and I know we're going to continue. I know more documentaries and books are going to be made for this topic because it is an issue, and something, there's a lot of things being done to help make it a more healthier living environment, but, these fast food chains are probably always going to be there as long as we are, so you kind of have to just, if you want to live that lifestyle, great, but they're always going to be there. Money's always going to be a thing, and, that's just how the United States works. It's just, it's a money game, is what I'm saying. It really is, and they're a huge part of it. One last comment about the organic stuff. So, I do think a lot of children especially should be learning how to eat well at a young age. I know my son's daycare actually teaches them how to garden and grow their own foods. So I think something like that should be incorporated, and, children will start to learn that fast food isn't everything and that you should wean off of it. And again, it's basically preference. They're always going to be there, and unfortunately, those are just the issues we're going to have to deal with for probably quite some time. Thank you.